you know, we have a sort of an ideal for human nature, and that would be like the golden rule. You know, do unto others as you want others to do unto you. It's a perfect theory. It's absolutely perfect. If we really followed it, the only problems we would have would be like weather related, you know? I mean, we still have earthquakes, but just all the problems with human beings getting along would just completely disappear. But the problem is, it seemed to me that instead we were more running around doing unto others as we had been done to. Now, generally speaking, that is not the good news about our situation. You know, that creates things like, you know, generational violence and abuse and things like that. All of a sudden, here was an example of the reverse in action. I was somebody who would never think to bail somebody else out on the side of the road. Somebody does that for me. The next thing you know, that's my first tendency. Oh, I'll stop and help. So you see, it works the other way, too. When we're given a sudden unexpected kindness, it makes us more likely to pay that forward to someone else. I had to think about, if a thing like that could make a change, how would so many people hear about it? How would enough people hear about it? How would enough people get a chance to try it so that enough people would get this unexpected, you know, sudden kindness out of nowhere in their life, that we'd have a chance to see if they really would turn around and pay that forward. And so in the book, it kind of came out in a way through the media, as I'm sure you've noticed. I mean, it had to do with media attention. It's so nice to talk to people who have actually read the book. Thank you for being people who actually read. Not even people who just read me, but people who read. I really appreciate that. I have never had more people say to me, in one day, I've read your book, but I haven't seen the movie. Do you know how much I love to hear? Do you know how seldom I hear that? I have this dream where I'll wake up in a world where people say to me, well, I'm sorry, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I did read your book. The odd thing about it is that since writing the book, there's been a case of life imitating art. I mean, it became a book which became a movie, and look, I'm only complaining about it to some degree. You know that helped with getting it, you know, that's part of getting it into everybody's head. And then because of the movie, it became a bestseller, and then it also became an international book because the movie was an international movie. And this is our opportunity for enough people to have heard of it.